welcome everyone. 7 o'clock on a Monday evening. You know what we do at 7 o'clock on a Monday evening? You've got me for an hour. My name is Lady Edith Adebayo, and I'm here to present relationships, tips, talks, and tales. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining the first day of a brand new month, the month of June. And I'm wishing you all a beautiful, blessed, fruitful, and successful month. I pray that all your wishes and all your dreams come through in the month of June. And above everything, I pray that there will be no more sickness and deaths. And this corona virus that has driven us away will bring us back together in unity and love. I've missed so many people. I've missed church, I've missed work, I've missed friends, I've missed family. It's like the lockdown locked us down really completely. Some of us, we didn't go anywhere. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing everyone again. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I see that the line is, people are joining. My beautiful, beautiful sis is the very first person to join and say hi. Ofe Ken Okpaise. I love you. I've got love for you. Not be today. You know what I mean, sis. God bless you. Some people, I know you by a different name, or maybe you know how it goes. So I might not know it's you. So pardonnez-moi s'il vous plaît. I have a Taiwo Dikpupo. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. God bless you. Sister Blessing. Oh my word. Thank you for joining. How are you, sis? God bless you. And I hope you're watching. I've got some nice tips for you. Watch with your, with your other half to get some nice tips this evening. Sister Mystical Ninja. Oh my God, I love your name, Mystical Ninja. God bless you. Thank you for joining. And my very, 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 very bestest, my nearest and dearest, Mrs. Kate Ojo, online. Welcome, darling. Thank you so much. And Mr. Oluwagbenga Koka. Thank you very, very, very much for joining. You are blessed, sir. Thank you so much. And my lovely junior sister, my baby, Priye Sise Balogun. You can't run away from me until you come to my house and do the right thing and do my birthday for me. I'm still holding you in my heart. I'm at the vex. So better come, Priye. Come to Gillingham. I'm only joking. I love you all the way. No be today. My baby, baby, baby. My beautiful, blessed daughter. Ifoma, I love you so much. God bless you. Oh, my darling sister Eki. Now we did this thing. Thank you very much, Sister Eki. God bless you, my beautiful sister. My darling sisterhood, Efosa Omoye. Thank you, sis. Mama Triplets. Thank you very much for joining. The line is coming quickly, and I'm not seeing. Abimbola Balogun. Yes, that's my darling from last week. I mistakenly misidentified her. She's from House of Laugh, where people laugh. If you want to know more about that, talk to me behind the screens, and I'll tell you more about it. Welcome, my darling sister Titi. Jane Jack, my sister from no be today, no be for here. I love you all the way to the moon and back. God bless you. Thanks for joining. Sister, I'm not going to repeat name. Bisola Adigun. I can't wait to see you flying. I already see you as an outstanding, awesome mental health nurse. Thank you for joining. God bless you. I want to know who Mystical Ninja is. I just love that name, Mystical Ninja. I've got Chinezie Edith Ezugu. You are bearing my name. I need to know who that is. Please, I need to know you. And you are giving me so much heart. I love you too. We Edith, we are so special. We are blessed. Joyce Adekoya, my other daughter, my beautiful, shining, blessed, going places daughter. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Brother Larry, all the way from Nigeria. That is my number one Luke himself. Thank you, Kewe, for joining. God bless you. Olabisi Daramola. This one is my sister from before we started having babies. Thank you so much for joining, Sister BC. God bless you. Wendy in Gillingham is Mystical Ninja. Oh, Sister Wendy, God bless you. Thank you so much. Tess aka, my mom is online. I have to behave myself now. My beautiful mom, Mrs. Yembra, welcome for joining. Thank you for joining. I'll behave myself, mom. I won't use F words. Not that I do normally. I'm just joking. Thank you, everyone. Ola Oduwole, that's another of my daughter. You see, I've birthed many daughters, spiritually, biologically, and even career-wise. So I've got some that have come under me. They're students, and you can see them, people like Joyce and Ola. I'm very proud to say I'm an occupational therapist, and I was their mentor, and they are both shining and doing well now. Bisola is another one, and I wish you outstanding success. I know you can do it. Thank you so much for joining, Ola. Thank you. And love you, my big namesake. I want to know you, please. We have to go and celebrate. You know, we eat this, we are special. Come and let me know you. God bless you. Thank you everyone for joining. I believe my other sister, Emma Lohi Irobe, is online. She told me she was joining. I want to give her special shout out. Love you. And I'm really waiting for you to come to London. Let's come and rock this studio chair together and give people some nice, some nice gist. So today, I've been thinking about series of topics to give, because last week we said that we're going to do it weekly. And trust me, sometimes it is difficult to get topics. So I've been trying to plan ahead, and we have topics lined up for the next 2 months. But I want to also say here and now that I'm very, very sorry for what happened last Monday, our very first show. We had problems with NEPA. Let me just call it NEPA. If you don't know what NEPA means never expect power always. I know you don't have NEPA in Nigeria anymore. They left Nigeria, they came to UK. So that day, all of a sudden, around the 19th minute of the show, NEPA just took our lights. And by the time we set up everything, we lost that initial link. But you can go and watch the episode, the full episode on YouTube. It is there in the CTRIM channel. And I want to please also indulge and beg you and plead that you please like and subscribe to the CTRIM channel, so that when it's time for the show, automatically you will get a prompt. We have other shows that we do, not just relationship tips, talks and tales. We have Join Jane on a Monday evening at 7, and we have Anything Goes with Chichi Zubi on a Sunday evening at 5. So these shows are all live, and we all learn a lot, and you can call in. So it's really, really nice, for you to join us in CTRIM. And I'm still challenging many of my other sisters and brothers in CTRIM, come and do something in the studio. I know many people that have so many talents and so many things to give. I'm even looking for the youths now, the youths in CTRIM. We want to hear more about youth. We want youth to come out, come and talk to us, come and tell us, your parents, what you want. And if you feel that you don't have the boldness, or you need someone to support you to start a show, look at me. I'm here. I'm here for you. My hands, my leg, my head, everything. I'm here for you. Unkemenebe, I see you doing a show. I just love that child. I'm going to call you out. Yes. Come and sit beside and see this in the studio. We'll keep 2 meters and do something. Want to hear from the youth. Ayo Oseni, Ifeoma Igwaoje. These are people that can talk. They have talent. They are like me. Grace Oseni. These people, they have it. Sophie Adaramola, you people come to the studio. Chika, come and do something. I don't want to call too many people's names, but you know yourselves, and I'll be nudging you on a one-to-one, including my lovely producer, Mr. Eddie Egwaoje. You see, that man, he has talents, and I want us to please patronize him. He knows how to, okay, you know what I'm going to do? Next Monday, I'm going to wear one outfit that he made for me, and you will see how he transformed my Iran Buba. He transformed it to this nice kaftan style. So please patronize him. He specializes in doing more of men's wear, but he's beginning to pick women along the way. So please patronize him. At the end of the show, we'll put out an advert for you to know his number and his contact, or you can go through me. Also, Brother Eddie and I, we have a business, or should I say something we do together. I know that at the moment there are no occasions, but when you begin to plan your future events, your parties, your social gatherings, your seminars, your church conferences, your birthday celebrations, weddings, everything, we do MC. You have myself MCing, and you will have Brother Eddie DJing. So we're a combo, and if you take 2 of us together, you get a huge discount. All you have to mention is Edith and Eddie. If you can mention that as your secret code, you will get a good discount. So you can call either of us. And my number is 07799 684 973. So thank you very much, everyone, again for joining. Sister Rolake, thank you so much. God bless you. I'm excited that you could join me tonight. Thank you so much, Sister Rolake. God bless you. And Sister Folashade Adeyemi, that's my beautiful sister here in CTRIM. Thank you, my mom, Aaron's mom. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Sister Esther Akiremi. She's laughing. I don't know why she's laughing, but I don't really know who Sister Esther is, but I know it's somebody that I love because she's laughing. So God bless you. So we're gonna go straight into the show. My mom, you see, when my moms come on the show, I have to behave myself. My other mom now, Mrs. Hossein, is on the show. My pastor's wife, my own mom, you know, she's taking me as a daughter. Mom, I salute you this evening. Thank you for joining. And like I said, I'll behave myself. Oh, Evangelist Yemisi, my sister, I need you on the show here tonight because of this topic we are talking about, this relationship. No, not tonight, next week. Let me give you a preview for next week. Sister Yemisi, you need to phone the show next week and give us some support. Next week, Monday's show, we are going to be talking about sex. Yes, you heard me right. Sex. We cannot run away from it in the body of Christ. We know that we have sex. And this sex I'm talking about is in the context of Christianity. Man and woman that are joined together under the holy matrimony called marriage. Those are the people that I'm talking to. We're going to be talking about sex next Monday. And the topic is scheduled or spontaneous sex. That's it. We're going to look at both. What does it mean about, when you schedule sex? And what does it mean when sex is spontaneous? And I want to give that topic, one of my sisters, Sister I won't call her name. She actually called me and we had a discussion. And that was what prompted that topic. So that is going on for next Monday because the answer I gave my sister when we talked on the phone, I've since changed my mind after doing some research. So Sister Yemisi, she has one secret about sex that she told us in one conference we had, one couples evening we had about sex. If you want to know that secret, how that thing can be sweeter, make sure you tune in next Monday. Don't miss it. I won't give you that expo today. We'll keep it for next Monday. But right now, we'll go straight into tonight's topic. And tonight's topic is just about lockdown. This, I don't even want to call COVID or Corona because it's gone in Jesus' mighty name. But, somehow we have been locked down. Some of us are still locked down. And some of us, we are going out gradually. But whatever your circumstances is, I believe that it has affected your marriage somehow, positively, negatively. You've made some changes. Some things has, changed in your marriage. I actually believe that. So what I'm trying to say here is that I want to hear from people. Please call me in the studio. The number will show on the screen. And it is 07858 076 758. Or you can call me, for those of you that have my number, through WhatsApp or on my phone, which is 077 99 684 973. And I want you to tell me, what have you had to put in place because of the lockdown regarding your relationship with your spouse? What have you done? So I'm going to take the next 5-10 minutes to actually tell you what I found out, and then you can then begin to call me and add to it and give us your own one. Before I continue, I want to just shout out to my darling sister all the way from Nigeria, Sister Tayo. I love you, Big T. Thank you so much for joining. And Sister Adrio, another sister way back before we started having babies, from our Sisterhood Rocks Federal Benin Girls Day. Welcome. And my darling little sister, my small sister, Sister Okpe, Mrs. T Money. Thank you for joining. That's Mama JJJ. When you hear Mama JJJ, those are powerful people. I love you so much. Thank you for the support. So my topic is keeping marriage and relationship alive during COVID. And the first thing I want to say is not nice. It's actually nasty. And it's the issue of hygiene. I happen to know that some people are not having their bath daily because they are not going out. And even the ones that are having their bath daily, like me, if we do sometimes on a Wednesday when we do Zoom in church or when I'm in other groups, we do Zoom, I will not put my video on because I don't have my wig, my proper face on. I have my, this one is not my real face. This one is makeup. And actually, I need to say this, JoJo's Touch in Nigeria, she taught me this makeup. So throughout today, I've been learning makeup from JoJo's Touch in Nigeria. I paid her some money and she sent me videos about how to do your makeup step by step. So JoJo's Touch, this is to you. Unfortunately, I haven't sent her this link, but I'm just giving honors to who honors is due. So Jojo Strut, well done for teaching me about makeup, and I hope, did I do it well? Because normally my daughter or one of them youths do it for me, but look, today I did it myself. But this one is not my real face. So you know when you have your real face on, because of COVID, many people were not wearing makeup, were not combing their hair, they were not brushing their mouth, they were not washing their hair, they were not bathing. It would just be like, since I'm not going anywhere, I beg I go bath later, Jare. And they find out that it's ninth time. I'll cuckoo bath in the morning. That does not help for relationship. And that's the very, very first thing I want to talk about and put to one side. Hygiene. Lockdown is no excuse for you, female or male, not to attend to your personal hygiene. You might not wear makeup, but it's still good to smell fresh, to smell nice, so that when you cuddle up to your loved one, they don't smell something fishy, something funny, something awful, something bad. Please, let us attend to our hygiene. So, the other thing again is that, you know, in the past, like me, in marriage, I remember we used to have date nights, hubby and I. We used to go out, I think it was on a Wednesday or Thursday evening, every week. We used to have date nights. And because of the COVID, the lockdown, people are not going out. So things have changed. You know, you don't go out, you don't do things together. You know, perhaps you don't have enough time like before, or you have too much time unlike before. But whatever the case, we found out that things have changed. And when I mean enough time like unlike before is that some people were now working from home, and they have to dedicate a part of the house or so to work from home, and it's awkward seeing your hubby or your wife working from home, and then you are passing by, you have to be quiet, you can't come in front of the video so that the people at work don't see you, you know, things like that. So there's been a lot of changes that happened during the lockdown. So because of this, we have to make some adjustments to our family life, to our relationship. Husband and wife, you have to make some adjustments to your relationship. So what I want to focus today is about protecting your relationship during the lockdown, to find a balance in order not to get to the stage of domestic violence or relationship breakdown. Because the other part of the equilibrium is that we actually heard that domestic violence has increased during the lockdown. And I don't want to go and talk about domestic violence today because that's not my topic. I'd like you to please go back to old programs from Join Jane and Anything Goes with Chichi Zubi, and they have spoken a lot about domestic violence. But the long and short of the story is that, you know, you are in each other's faces. You know, there used to be a way of escape, you know, going to church, going out to see your friends, going shopping, you know, going to work. Maybe he does day, you do night. There used to be sort of like time where you were apart from each other, and you use that to re-energize yourself or rewind, you know, reboot your system to avoid conflict. But now you are together with each other all the time, and there appears to be domestic violence on the increase. And it's sad, but it's the reality. But I want to believe that it's not your portion in the mighty name of Jesus. Your relationship does not have to end. We can do something about it. And I am a practical Christian, a realist. I'm not in the school of thought that believe is pray, sister, pray, brother, more grace, no divorce, pray. I believe in taking practical steps to make sure that your marriage works. Because I believe that marriage can work. If God said it, so it is. The Bible says that he has ordained marriage. And I believe because God has said it, marriage definitely 100% works. So, lockdown causes stress. Some people are out of work. Some people's income has reduced. It causes anxiety, loss of income, family always together. There's so many issues about lockdown. So like I said, my first tip is your hygiene. Keep your personal hygiene up very, 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 very high. Please, bath. I don't want to say bath or shower. I want to say bath. So that if you're a Nigerian like me, it will enter your head. Go bath. You know what is go bath? Go pour water for body. Carry soap. Wash all the things. Wash them. Use sure roll-on. The weather is hot here in the UK. I'm sure it's hot in Nigeria and in some other parts of the world, like America. You need to get yourself some things like roll-on. In the summer, I use both a roll-on and a spray. If you are a woman, have a little thing in your bag, a little makeup thingy bag in your bag when you go, because I work shift. So in the morning when we wake up, I want to give handover. You don't want your mouth smelling. So have little things. Bath. Even if you live alone, you don't have a partner, please bath. It does something to your system. God did not just create water for nothing. When you too, you know, when you pour water on your body and you use soap and you wash, you too, you know how you feel energized, you feel alive. Even sometimes you are feeling ill, feeling tired. When you have a bath or a shower, it wakes you up and your mind can think better. So please have a bath. Then it's very important that you keep a routine, because I was affected by that. There are some days I will sleep throughout the day, the night time will come, I won't be able to sleep. And one day lockdown will be over, we have to go back to our normal system. And if you don't keep a routine, you're going to really struggle to get back to your normal system. Like church, I am struggling on a Sunday morning not to lie in bed for the service. I think it's important that when it's time for church, even though it's on YouTube or Zoom, however your church does the service, you should actually stand up and at least brush your mouth and wash your face. You're going to talk to your Father, your Maker. So I am struggling with that. I find it so comfortable to lie in bed and watch my pastor do the thing he does and the church on YouTube. But that's not right. I think if you want to form a routine, I think it's time you actually start going back to your normal routine. So wake up when you would normally wake up and do what you need to do. Sleep in the nighttime and be active during the day. Then another thing I found out is that people are in the same house, husband and wife, and you believe that because you are seeing each other, you are talking. That's not the case. You have to spend time to talk. So take time to talk to one another. Express your feelings to one another. Tell your hubby how you're feeling about the lockdown. Tell him your fears, your anxiety. Allow him to listen, and then he says his own, and you listen, and you both talk about it. For me, I think talking is very important, and it's important you talk to that your loved one, that person that you have married and means a lot to you. Because when you're married, it's a blessing. There are many people that are not married and don't have that blessing. So hold tight to what you have and don't lose it, and begin to have those important discussions. I was sharing with one of my sisters this morning. Sometimes we talk when there is fire on the mountain, and that time, in many occasions, the message is not passed across. Sometimes on a peaceful evening, like after this program today, 8 p.m., hubby has had his dinner, you have something in your mind that's been bothering you. We are not quarreling at the moment, there's no argument, the house is at peace. Choose your moments. Call hubby and say, honey, you remember one time this, that, I want to talk to you about it, and talk about it. I don't believe in sweeping matters under the chair. I believe in trashing matters out. But at the same time, as I have grown and become older and wiser, I don't think that it is when the matter is hot that you also need to say your piece. Sometimes be quiet. Remember, two wrongs do not make a right. You're angry, hubby's angry, you are both shouting, you're not going to get anywhere. Be the matured one and you stop. And I said something on Chichi Zubi's show, not yesterday, last Sunday. We always want to change the other person. We always want to change our spouse. We always feel that we are the right one. Me personally, I have this issue, and I'll tell you, and it's a tip for you when you go for interviews. This is what I say in my interviews. I don't want to use the word tolerant. I'm a very organized person. And when I do something, I have a system, a process of doing it. I believe if I want to make a pot of stew, I believe I wash my pot, put it on the cooker, slice my onions, put my oil, slice my onions inside the oil as it's boiling, add my puree, and I would have blended my pepper, poured it in the fire, covered it, let that one be cooking in one corner, doing my meat in one corner, then in the end, bring everything together. The end result is that we want the pot of stew. Somebody else might want to blend their pepper, boil it, put it to one corner, slice their onions, put it to one corner, boil and fry their meat, put it to one corner, and then now do everything when everything is ready. I believe that is wasting time. I believe while you are frying meat, be boiling pepper, you know what I mean? But I have to be careful that the outcome is what is important, not the process. We are all different. You will not do it the way I would do it. My daughter, who's lived with me for the last 17 years, this child will actually have a bath, dress up, put on a full face of makeup before she brushes her mouth. Who does that? I get into the bathroom, the first thing I do is brush my mouth before I shower. What is important? You have brushed your mouth. Whether you brush it before you bath, after you bath, before you leave the door, whatever time, what is important is that you have done it, so the outcome. So let's focus on outcomes and not on ways of doing things. When we focus on ways of doing things, we tend to judge our spouse and feel that we are better than them. So you be the change that you want to see in your spouse. Start with yourself today and begin to change. Talk less, fight less, argue less, accept more. Me, I can defend myself. You can never catch me in a corner. But I learned as a child of God, it is sometimes right for you to accept that, yes, I did wrong, I goofed, I made a mistake, and apologize. But me, I like to defend myself. Yeah, I was just going to do it like this before you came. I don't want to be caught red-handed. And me, I don't like saying sorry at all. So I rather do what I can do to avoid saying sorry. I would rather do the right thing so that I won't have to be sorry. So that in case they want to judge between me and you, it will not be me that is wrong. All those things are not Christian-like behavior. When we don't want to be corrected, we don't want to learn, we don't want to take, account or takes other people's suggestions into play, we won't grow. No one knows it all. And when I started changing that behavior, I found that I was learning more and I was understanding people more. And there's something that I'm very interested in at the moment, and that is what studying myself, the study of oneself, understanding who you are, your personality, what you like, what you don't like, and then also studying the loved ones around you. You begin to find out there's this thing that they talk about, temperaments, the cholerics, the melancholies, the pragmatics, and the sanguines. So if you understand who the other person is, the sanguine is different from the choleric. When you understand these temperaments, it will help you not to have a lot of friction. So our very next couples evening in CTRIM, that is what we're going to be talking about, the temperament. So I'm giving you expo for that as well. And we're going to be giving you what these temperaments are so that you can know your spouse. When you know your spouse, you will understand why people do certain things. So, I also believe that we need to support one another. I don't believe that the woman's place is in the kitchen. I don't believe that female are better than male. But I believe that females should be more domesticated than males. Not in an equal proportion. I'm not dividing it anyhow, but I just believe, because my daughter and I always have these conversations. When I say to her, come and do this, come and do that, she'll go, oh, but my brother, he gets away with more than I'll go, but you are a girl. And she'll be like, so mom, he needs to learn too. So in a way, I'm trying to balance it out, because when we don't teach our male children about housework, cooking, and these kind of things. Thank you. The call is coming in. Hello, good evening. Hey, good. Me again. I've spoiled the thing. Please, can you call back? I missed your call. Sorry. Please call back. When we don't teach our male kids how to do housework and cook, they have problems in the future. That is why some of us women are having problems with our marriages and in our homes, because our husband's mom never taught him how to do housework. But I think as a woman, instead of getting angry, oh, you don't help me, you don't do this, I think you can invite your husband and show him, honey, help me to wash the rice. Just put water inside, do your hand like this in the rice, throw that water again, put another water, and you show, instead of arguing and quarreling, you never help me, you don't help with the kids, you don't do this, look at Junior is there, he has not bathed. You can tell him, you can teach him. So during this lockdown, it's very important that we support one another. Support one another with housework, with shopping, with caring for the kids. Then I also think that it's what I've done in my home. I've organized my home in different space. Sorry, let me just read this. Bear with me. I don't see without my glasses. I like bathing with my wife, but she does not like it. What can I do than going out? Okay, so that question is for next week. Should we put it for next week? So someone is saying that he likes to shower with his spouse, but his wife does not like them to shower together. What can he do? So that's where the place of talking comes in. You need to find out why she does not like it. That question is a bit bigger than me. So I will throw it open to the house. If anybody wants to answer, please, you can call. I have a call coming in. What do I press? Hello, Sister Jane. Welcome to Relationship Tips, Talks and Tales.
Hello, Sister Edie. Oh, you look so beautiful.
Thank
Today, look at
you.
you, Sister Edie. Wow.
Thank
God bless you.
Thank you, sis. Thank
You're
you.
doing a great job.
Thank you.
I've just been listening to you, enjoying you. I said, I don't even know if I should call now or should I just leave it and just listen and enjoy, everything you've been saying. Lovely. Well done, Sister Edith.
Thank you, Sister Jane.
Well done. I think I don't know if it's the topic for today where you talked about should a couple should they schedule sex, isn't it?
That's for next week.
Oh, is that for next
That's
week?
for the
Okay,
topic
so
for
we're
next
talking
week
about
is today. We're
okay.
talking about how to keep your marriage alive during COVID.
Yeah. I've been listening,
And
to all the little tips and
yeah,
everything, which is very interesting, Sister Edith. It's well done.
thank you.
Like as you said, that couples they need to talk. It's very, very important for couples to talk, so that if there is anything bothering your partner, they'll be able to, open up to you. I like where you mentioned that ask your partner this COVID period now, especially the lockdown. Ask them how you feeling about the lockdown. Like as you said, some people their finances, maybe their salary have been cut, and other little circumstances around this COVID lockdown. Yeah, the hygiene bit you said is very important, but I'm just speaking about that talking bit.
Yeah.
It's very, very important because when two people don't talk, that's when you find out there's a bit of a little crack. What's going on?
Yes.
Why are they not talking? Although then you also mentioned that you're the kind of person that like to trash matters. Yes, I'm that kind of person as well. Immediately there and there, let me trash it and stop it. But like I said, as time goes on, you find out that you're getting mature every day, in a relationship. So it's not every time when the heat of the matter, that's not the time to open your mouth and attack, you just keep quiet, like what our sister, like your last show, where someone said you live to fight for another day.
Yes.
I'm learning to
The
do
proverb,
that
yeah.
a lot now. That I live to fight for another day. Okay, for now I will just let it be. You won. Let's keep quiet. So that next time, another day, I will now table it in a nice way, maybe in a fine corner, present it that it will not even look like. You understand that
Yes.
same matter that we talked about, like what happened to King David in the Bible, where the prophet used parable to say that somebody took someone's wife. You know the way he presented his society.
Yes.
Even the king himself would not even recognize that. Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So with that kind of way, we pray that God will give everybody wisdom,
Amen.
to tackle, every matter. God bless you, Sister Edith.
Amen. Thank you, Sister Jane.
Well
So
done.
true.
God
So
bless
true.
you.
Thank you very much for calling.
Take care.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you. That's Join Jane. That's Sister Jane Jack. She's a nurse by profession. She's very learned, very, she knows a lot about, medical field, and she does Join Jane on Mondays at 7 p.m. And it's just not only COVID. She talks about diabetes. She's talked about high blood pressure, Alzheimer's, all sort of things. So it's very important that you get these things. So my next tip is about organizing your home. So like I said, I have organized a part of my dining that everybody knows that's my work area in the house. And then if working from home, take breaks throughout the day from the computer screen, go to the garden, take a short walk, climb the stairs. Don't be on your desk all day. It builds up your frustration and your stress levels. And then also, I'm known as the one that likes to choke the husband to stay with, I'm learning that you need time to spend separately. So because you are in each other's face all the time, you also need your me time. You need your space. So sometimes your husband might just need his space. It doesn't mean that he's angry or he's upset or he just needs his space. So I think it's very important you recognize that people need their space from time to time. I have a caller coming in. Hello, caller. Welcome to Relationship Tips, Talks and Tales.
Hey, I don't tire to call.
Hey, Sister Chichi, anything goes with you, darling. How are you today?
I'm fine, my pretty sister. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're looking good all the time.
Thank you.
Like Sister Jen said, I didn't know whether to call or just to listen to you because you're doing a good job, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like to hear your voice, so
I heard you saying about being organized. So I want to ask, how about people that are not very organized like you? And my second thing I want to say is the person that asked about birthing with the
wife.
Yeah. How the wife feel. You know, sometimes, no matter how long you have married with somebody, I have a sister like that. No matter how long you have married with somebody, you will not be comfortable of showing your stuff, you know, for the man. You know what I'm saying? Or just, you can do everything with the man, but just bathing with the man, you know. So some people are like that, you know. So the thing is that the man should learn how to accommodate, you know, even if that's what is love, you know. It's not everything you will get. That sometimes, if you know your wife is not really that kind of person, you can understand it in another way and still give her privacy. You know what I'm saying? So I can throw more light into it. You're doing well, sis. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you very much, Sister Chichi. Thank you. Actually, Sister Chichi just taught me something I've never thought about before. So she said to the question that our brother asked about bathing with your spouse, she said that sometimes you need to respect your spouse and give them their space. The spouse might not feel comfortable. I agree, but also when you're talking about bathing with your spouse, it's not what you want to do on a daily. So maybe hubby needs to book a hotel room, a holiday, a little getaway, weekend romance getaway, and create the atmosphere. Talk to wife, let her feel comfortable. It might take several efforts for her to feel comfortable to bath with you. You might get there one day. Otherwise, what Sister Chichi has said, you continue to sort of be patient and respect her privacy and take it like that. She said that in marriage, you're not going to get everything. So that might be one of the things you might not get in marriage. I wish you all the best. And she talked about organization. So, you know, we need to know ourselves. Like I said to you, I'm studying myself. I know that I'm organized is one of my strong strengths. So if you know that organization is not one of your strong strengths, it's something you need to work towards, to a standard that is acceptable for yourself. So I know my weakness and I'm working on my weakness. Like I told you once today, is that I'm a very defensive person. I don't want to admit when I'm wrong. So I'm working on that. So when you get organized, it will help your home to go and run smoothly. And it will teach your children those skills. You don't want to be looking for junior socks on a Monday morning when it's time for school, or one pair of shoes, or his homework, or his school bag. So organization is something key that we all need to have a bit of. So you can work on it and begin to use the lockdown to improve your organizational skills. Then I haven't even gone about my intimacy tips yet. I'll just give you a few more. This is the carving out time for intimacy. We'll leave that one to next week, about spontaneous or scheduled sex. But my tips about intimacy is that you need to be creative. So you can have a dinner date at home. No one said it's not possible. So you want to have a dinner date with hubby on Friday night. You plan it. You cook the meal, you set the table, and you send the kids to bed. And you repeat to them, you cannot come down. You put them to bed early at their bedtime, and you can have a dinner date in your dining table in your house. You can decorate your table with candles. nice flowers, put the plates. You know, I don't know how you do it. If you remember in Nigeria, we will put plates in the where the person wants to sit with mats and put fork and knife. Then we'll put the main dish in the middle of the table so you can dish it. It will be like you're in a restaurant. You can create that same scene in your own home and have a dinner date with hubby, his best meal, or something you've never even, you don't eat regularly, as if you were going out. You can make it more interesting. Remember, you're being creative by involving the older children. So if you have bigger children, you can make them the waiter and the waitress. You can tell them they'll be the one to welcome you guys to the restaurant, and you would, open the door. They will serve the meal. They will, the bigger children. And when they finish doing that, they go to bed, and then you and hubby are alone. The caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, Sister Eden.
Yes.
It's Evangelist.
Sorry?
It's Evangelist. Yeah. It's Evangelist.
Do you mind turning your device volume down? That way we can hear you better, please.
No, I've already brought up.
Sorry?
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you better, yes. Who's
Okay.
speaking?
Good evening, Sister. It's Evangelist. How are you, ma?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're doing a wonderful job. That is really, really, the Lord continue to bless you.
Amen.
I'm just going to speak about the guy left back, about him bathing with his spouse.
Sorry, unfortunately, we cannot hear you at all. Can you please?
You can't hear me?
No.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, caller. We cannot hear anything you're saying, and I don't want to waste your time. That's why I've called the phone. If you can call back, and please turn your device volume to 0. That way we can hear you. I know you want to hear yourself speak. That way we can hear you. I'm really sorry for that. So that's about dinner date. Another thing you can do to increase your intimacy is take walks together. You and your spouse go on walks together, hold your hands. I know a couple in this church where I worship, where they are always going on walks together and holding each other's hand. So yes, you can do that. I'm just checking. There are other people talking on my phone. Then you can hold hand. You see this kind of chair is perfect for two. I'm sure you have chairs like this in your house. So hubby doesn't have to sit there and wife sits there. You can sit together. Trust me, your children, they know that mommy and daddy cuddle. It's part of family. It's part of relationship. When they've gone to bed, you can cuddle in the sofa together, watch a movie together, just gist, just look into one another's eyes and think about your time when you first loved one another and all those things, how butterflies used to fly in your belly, how your heart used to flutter when you see your loved one. Think about all those times and recreate those moments. I've watched some things on TikTok whereby a woman wore her wedding gown and came down and hubby wasn't expecting to see her, and it was a very nice surprise. So remember, be creative. Like I said, you can hold hands, you can watch a movie together, plan a movie that you both like. You can't go to the cinema, you can't go, to watch movies in the cinema, but you can actually watch movies at home. There are very interesting movies on Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime, so many things out there where you can watch movies. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening, Sister Edith. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Who is speaking, please?
This is Sister Yemisi speaking, Evangelist Yemisi.
Oh, Evangelist Yemisi, good evening. Welcome to the show. Thanks for calling.
Yes, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Glory, 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 glory. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The tips are very, very important.
Thank you.
And it opens our minds as women to a lot of things. Number one, I'm going to talk about two things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is about the gentleman who just made the call.
Yes.
And he was talking about him bathing with his wife.
Yes.
And if I'm sure, I think I heard him telling you that he wanted to bath with his wife and his wife is saying no.
Yes.
And he doesn't want to go outside.
Exactly.
Great. Relationship is about compromising. That is number one key in a relationship. You see, before the lockdown, I think most marriages, we don't really know the importance of our partners because we are not really staying at home that much.
Yeah.
But when the lockdown came in, you guys are together. And it makes both partners, because you're both inside the house, to appreciate each other more. Maybe you're doing something else that he's seeing, that is making him happy, and he wants to bring in, how do you call it? He wants to be more romantic to keep his relationship. Maybe there are some certain things that he thinks that is lacking. I know it's a matter of compromising and it's a matter of communication. But when a man starts saying that he doesn't want to go out, you as a woman at the same time, you need to kind of like see if you can shift, enable for both of you to work together. Even if it's something that you're not doing before, you can as well learn new ideas. It's about both of you. You're not opening your body to somebody else. You're opening your body to your spouse. So I don't think that there should be any difficult of you bathing with your husband if it's going to affect your marriage. Because for him to say, because that's the important key, that he said, I don't want to go outside. Maybe he's been thinking about it before he said that. Well, if I was the gentleman, what I would do is that I would take another step forward, which I would do like probably making a nice, lovely, romantic meal for me and my wife, right? And then in that meal, we will now lay everything on the table and we will talk about it. But it's a step at a time, enabled for their marriage to work. That's that one.
Very important.
Then the next one I want to really talk about is communication and compromise.
Yeah.
It is very, very important in a relationship. Whether you like it or you don't like it. Many people are trying new things to spice up their relationship. Relationship to me is just like you going to the market and you see different spices. You want to try it to see if it's going to kind of like spice up your stew, or it's going to spice up the meat that you're going to eat, that you want to kind of like have that taste in your meat, isn't it?
Yes.
So if you can go out and buy different spices, why can't you spice up your relationship? It's very, very important. Yes, we can be patient. Yes, we can. You see some women, even around this lockdown, some of them will go and wear agbada in the house. Why can't you wear something sexy?
Bomb shots.
Something romantic.
And spaghetti top.
Tell me, to spice up your relationship. It's very, very important. These little tips that you're talking about, this is very, very important. And there is one more key, ma, before I get off the phone.
Please, thank you.
You see, we African women, we don't like saying the truth. Also, we don't like talking about our relationship because we are ashamed. And there is nothing to be ashamed of, whether it's the guy or the woman. Nobody knows it all. We are all here to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect. So that's all I have to say.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you, Evangelist. Yeah, Mr. It was packed. It was a blessing. I can't wait for the lockdown to be over and come and have you on this chair and let's do some things together.
No problem, anytime.
Thank you very much, sis. God bless
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
You too.
In fact, it will be very interesting to take this to a next level, whereby maybe I will organize a breakfast show for women, for us to come and talk to ourselves and tell each other the truth. And you know, this issue of boo-boo has been going on for years. I've been hearing this since I was a baby, from when I was a young girl, how women, once you get married, that way you carry yourself, you know, like the way I've done my makeup, come out now and shining and everything. I've done it because I'm coming to this show. But if I'm at home, am I going to pay the same level of attention? So what Sister Yemisu was saying to our brother who asked the question, you know, Sister Chichi answered the first part. But the second part the brother said was that he doesn't want to go out. So he doesn't want to cheat. He doesn't want to be, you know, to commit adultery. And unfortunately, in the church, we don't want to talk about these things, but they are happening. And we need to address these issues. And yes, there has to be compromise. Sister who doesn't want husband to see her naked or bathing together, having a shower together, will need to work on herself, while hubby is working on himself to accept this is my wife, and they will meet together in the middle somehow and will make things work. Because it's amazing what will make somebody, you know, cheat. So we have to be careful. I have a call coming. I'm sorry. I've got my daughter Sophie Adaramola saying nice. Sophie, what is nice? Explain. What is mommy saying that is nice? I want to know. I've got my big sister, Mrs. Okumagba. Well done. Thank you, sis, for joining. Thank you so much for the support. Another of my daughter, Agbemi. God bless you, darling. You are lovely. God bless you. My bestest, my nearest and dearest, Mrs. Ojo is saying picking the right moment is very key. Yes, that's true. My other beautiful sister. This one we look alike. Hello, caller. Thanks for calling.
Hello, sis. I know we don't have enough time again. Yeah, I just want to rush down something like I forgot to say earlier before you said it now. The guy that called that he doesn't want to go outside or something like that. What I believe in marriage, the little I have, you know, except that woman is not doing other things that she's supposed to do in marriage. I mean, it's not her marriage. Yeah. If it is only with him alone that he wants to go outside, that means the outside he has already wanted to go outside, you know, because that we need to spice up things, and secondly, there are some things we don't want people to do. That is relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't impose things on people just because you like that, or because you're married to that person. I'm not being selfish now or sounding selfish. I just want to say that there is other ways that he can do it, not saying that he doesn't want to go outside just because your wife doesn't want to bath with you, but she can actually do other things, you know, with you. So he should find another way, or just ask the woman why she doesn't want it. If she insists that she doesn't want it, that is relationship. You know, you respect me, I respect you. Yeah. I still believe that he, as a gentleman, can still make time to resolve it instead of, you know, saying I don't want to go outside. Yes. Except there is other things that is involved that you didn't mention. Not only to bath with this.
Thank you very much. So much. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So to me, both sides are actually correct, because you know, if a brother is saying that my wife doesn't want to have a shower with me, it's just starting, you know, we can solve it. But when it has involved other issues or something happened that resulted in that sister making that decision, when there's underlying issues in the marriage. So you see, marriage is a very complex thing. It's very complex. And sometimes those kind of questions thrown at us cannot be answered like that. So I think the brother that asked that question, you've heard both sides of what both sisters have to say, and you can borrow your ideas from there and see what you can do. And giving us feedback will be very important to see what you did, to see how you overcame that problem. Thank you, Grandma. Grandma is online. God bless you, Grandma. Thank you for joining. Grandma Ehimola and Grandma Odushote, thank you very much for joining. My big sis, you know I love you, Sister Olukunle. God bless you. Thank you so much, sis. IJ plus Rio. I don't know who you are, but thank you for joining. God bless you. My sister, Sister Obaro, another sister from Fediben. Thank you so much. She says, laugh out at the agbada, but so true. It's true. I do it too. I can't be bothered. And you feel, oh, hubby knows me. He's seen me. He's, what is the big deal? I beg you. Let me just let me just throw this thing on. So we have to be mindful of that. Bola Shogbeson says, I agree with Evangelist Yemisi. So you see, somebody's agreeing. We have to make an effort. Marriage is about communication and compromise, like she said. We have to make an effort. Sister Betty, it's called marriage, and two shall come together and become one. Thank you, Sister Betty. Can you explain a bit more? So does that mean, maybe I should have, this topic, I should have just thrown it to another week. I should have just done bathing together as a topic. Because this question has really, people are interested in this. So, Emma Lohi, my sister, said 100%. Can you please throw more? Please, we don't know. What does 100% mean, sis? Thank you, my darling. God bless you. K1000, Sister Chichi, privacy kwa. You see, that sister is saying K1000. I don't know who that is saying, really, is there actually privacy in marriage? Because Sister Chichi was saying that we should respect one another's privacy. So I think there's time where you want to be on your own. You need your space, but that is not actually privacy. Because, we can sit here all night and talk about marriage. There's issue of privacy. It goes over, you can talk about privacy in terms of checking phone, privacy in knowing bank accounts, in knowing, personal business. Auntie Joy, is it from red to green? This way to answer. Hello.
Green.
Hello.
Hello.
Lady Joy, why are you coming to this studio?
Lady.
I cannot wait. The way I will kiss you and hug you when I see you. I've not seen you for is it 10 weeks? I'm just missing you anyhow.
Never mind. We will hold each other very shortly. Anyway, I want to commend you. You are doing good things and you look very, extremely good.
Thank you, sis.
I just want to point on 2 or 3 things in relationship that I feel that is very important to me.
Okay.
Well, before I go into that, like the issue of getting together with your husband, to be honest, I see no big deal in doing that, because this person, you said that, when you go to the altar, you agree and say that you are one.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything we are hiding from each other that I cannot expose. I can, maybe I might say, I just don't want to do it. Maybe when he wants me to back with him, I'm not in that mood. I do understand, I quite understand that. Than to say we should respect each other. We are one. And the Bible made it clear to all of us that we should submit to each other.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that is my own opinion. But the most important thing I am looking at sometimes is our appearance. One of the caller made mention of it.
Yeah.
It's our appearance. This applies to both men and women. They all both sides, especially with women. There are some women, when you meet them at home, holding Moses in the name of, because they are married. So they've already gotten the man wholesale, so they can't be bothered. But remember that somebody out there is admiring your husband, and your husband will not come back home to meet a woman, somebody that looks like, when he met you the first time, I don't think you were looking like that when he approached you. So I believe that we need to, at any point, get yourself dressed as if you are going to club, as if, not that maybe you have to dress half naked, but look attractive. Get yourself looking gorgeous to this man when you come back home, especially our hairdo. That's what drives me crazy. Among our Black women. Especially sometimes, like my husband, all the time, if I wear it, to be honest, we fling it out of my head. Because when he met me, he didn't meet me with a wig. And all the time, I keep wearing this wig as if it's beret at home. So we should try and look a bit, sexy to our men, especially we women. And some men too at home, sometimes when you see them, you keep wondering, is this the man I met the first time? So that's one apart. We go to now appreciate each other. Some relationships, there's nothing like appreciation. Like any little, at least we appreciate each other. It matters a lot in relationships. Thank you. Oh, this is so good, even though it's not good. Sometimes even you will see some men when you cook, this food, pepper, eat that food and pretend it's sweet. My husband can pretend a lot about that because he knows that if you tell me that there is pepper in that thing and that next time he's coming to that kitchen to cook, I will not go there. Appreciate me first and I'll put more effort. And you find another day and a way to tell me that food is pepperish. Not that time I've cooked, I've taken all my time to cook, and sometimes too, when our men come back from, work and they buy us things, maybe food stuff at home, maybe you still have that. Instead of it, oh, thank you for buying that, you will see some women go, oh, I have this, why don't you call me? Why don't you appreciate that man at that point? So these are the little mistakes we do sometimes at home. And communication, the third one. Communication in the sense, the way I mean, sometimes you want this, because some women, we can pretend they love. Maybe let me say we want this, no sex at that particular time. You will see them pretending as if they're holy Moses, holy Maria. Why don't you voice out to the man? The man must not be the first person to make the move. So that is where we get it wrong. And sometimes even when you want your man to notice you, not until there's a body language with you. Like there's a preacher called, I can't remember the full name. She made mention, she talked about, she wanted her husband to recognize that he just noticed her. She bought a new cloth and she just wanted this man notice me and touch me. I just wanted to feel me. So what she did, right in presence of that man where he was watching TV, he climbed she was trying to pretend as if she wanted to climb up, whether it's a wardrobe to pick up something, whereas she can do it. She now said, honey, can you please? And she now said, oh, when they did that, I think, oh, if you can remember the story, I don't know. I watched her preaching. So all these little things matter. There's a way you will communicate with your husband, not until you start, nagging or frowning at home, doing all sorts of things. All these little things matter. And of all, we should be kind to each other and practice forgiveness always. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, Sister Joy. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for calling. Thank you, everyone. The show is coming to an end. We are already past 8 p.m. It was very hot tonight. Thank you. Emphasis is very important. So basically, Sister Joy repeated the things that we've already talked about for you to see and know that those are the important things. And maybe God wants you to hear it again. Appearance and communication. I have, producer, are you giving me 5-10 minutes more? People are calling in. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for calling the show.
Yeah, I really appreciate you. You are performing excellently. My name is KG.
Oh, hello, Uncle KG.
I'm fine, thank you. In fact, our home is now coming back to normal. With the little I have from you, even my wife besides me. I want to ask a question in the sense of the privacy.
Yeah.
Because there was a little argument between my wife. She's now asking me, what do they mean by privacy? Because in most cases, when we are on bed, she will put on everything. We always sleep with underwear. Even if you want to enjoy ourselves, after that, we will still repeat ourselves back. And I usually complain about that attitude that I don't like keeping ourselves every time. But now with the little we have, I have to believe that we still little our sister. Please, what I'm trying to say is that is wrong. That the area to be extended to the couples, or probably the so-called married woman. Maybe the orientation will totally change. That is my submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your call and your contribution. So unfortunately, we cannot take any more calls tonight. And what our brother there was saying was that him and his wife are listening to the show. I didn't get everything he said. The line was a bit crackling. But he was saying that they've benefited and they've heard some things and they will work on that. And he made mention about the wife when they go to bed at night, she sleeps with full regalia. So she will wear her hat, her turtleneck, her gloves, her jeans. Other than this, she will wear knickers, she will wear jogging bottoms on top, leggings, and trousers. And she might wear her turtleneck, nightie on top, and wear like 3 socks. I'm exaggerating, as you know. But what he's trying to say is that that doesn't make for romance in the home. That he wants just wear something, a t-shirt, a nice, something free and sexy. Or, go under the duvets, in your best suit. And, take it from there. So next week promises to be even hotter, since you people want to talk about it. So next week, if you are a teenager, please don't join the show. And if you are unmarried, but you are of a matured age, join the show so you can learn and you'll be able to help other people and prepare yourself for marriage. And there's no practice before marriage. So I want to just recognize some things that my sisters are saying on here, because Sister Joyce, Mrs. Adekoya, made a very valid point. She said that there might be some things going on in the relationship with the man. So she's leaning towards the side of Chichi Zubi, saying that for him to say that he will go outside, he's already outside. There's always solutions to a problem. And my other sister, my beautiful, beautiful sister Kemi, that we look alike, my twin. If you don't know I'm a twin, I'll bring her to the show one day. She's agreeing that, yes, that having a bath together is not enough, or not having a bath together to tempt a man to say, I will go out because you don't bath with me. A lot of women are with men who haven't got a romantic blood in them, but the women don't go looking outside. So, yes, I'd like to talk more about sex tonight, but unfortunately the time is fast spent. And I'll finally round it up with 2 words from 2 sisters. Sister Kemi says we need to identify what is important in marriage and bear with each other's weaknesses. You know that what is important in my marriage might not be what is important in your marriage. And Sister Blessing Omodia says we should always love, care, and buy gifts for one another. Talking about gifts, we might have heard about the love languages. Know your spouse's love language. That's different from the temperament. So buying gifts, helping out, words of affirmation, there are different languages of love. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And funny enough, when I was talking about my tips, one of my last tips was share a bath or shower together. So I'm happy we trashed that out. And my final tip was about spiritual connection, the place of praying and studying the Bible together. Is very, 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 very important. My pastor taught me one thing, which I found very strange, but I realize is the truth. Love is God and God is love. My pastor said, if you want your husband to love you more, or if you want your wife to love you more, the solution is to love God. It was strange in the beginning, but I found out that it's true. So whatever you do this week, love God and love your spouse. Wishing you all a beautiful week. Be romantic. Create beautiful times in the remaining few days or weeks in the lockdown, and enjoy your marriage. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.